Greetings and salutations, everyone. Today I'm drawing Chimchar. Right off the bat, you can see I didn't draw as many details before recording, because I wanted to show you a bit more detail into my drawing process. I opted to start off the video with a skeletal drawing alone, and then I planned to add details later, like the head, ears, fur, and fingers, etc, etc, etc. I did this so you can see a literal picture of how a drawing starts off, with simple shapes and lines, to a more full and realized drawing. Like stick figures. Yes, those of you that can only draw stick figures, or say they can only draw stick figures, can now say that what you do is a legitimate process of drawing, and you can hopefully follow along and learn to draw maybe even more. But it's your choice in the end. Now for a bit of information on Chimchar. It evolves into Monferno, and then into the main reason why Chimchar in the entire line is my favorite, Infernape. Yes, I said it. So to those of you that guessed in last week's video which starter is my favorite, you can rest easy, or not depending on your answer, knowing now that my favorite is indeed Chimchar. Now that I've drawn all the details I generally know I want to keep in pencil, the fur, the eyelids, and the nose, and all those aspects. Now you've seen me ink before, so you should know that there isn't much to change besides simple refining and erasing. However, this time around you may be noticing that I am using a different brush pen. That's because I was recently gifted with a new one by my significant other, and I just want to give a shout out and thank them for that. If you're watching this, thank you. I don't know what the brush pen is called, and I don't know if I'll be able to refill it. But I've been happy with the results so far, and I'll definitely be using this until I can't anymore. So thank you again. Alright, now on to the coloring portion. I know I've never mentioned this before, and though it doesn't necessarily pertain accurately to my drawing, I've been meaning to explain some of the techniques I use when applying colored pencils. A general rule of thumb to follow would be to apply light colors first, before applying the darker ones. The lighter colors are important, but naturally they'll be less visible and less impactful in comparison to the darker ones. For example, yellow will easily be drowned out by any other significant amount of violet or any other color, because it's the least powerful. Additionally, another rule to follow is when actually applying the colored pencil. Find the outlines of your drawing and color on the inside all around the outline. This is of course if you're still planning on coloring inside the line. It's art, so feel free to break the rules if you want, as long as it serves the purpose of the drawing. Once you're done coloring a border on the inside, you can then color on the inside, and if you want it to appear clean, try coloring all in one direction all the way through until it's all filled in. Finally, remember that the amount of pressure you apply on the pencil and where on the tip of the pencil you're applying it will determine how much vibrancy and color you'll get on the canvas. In my case, it's a piece of cheap cardstock paper. I mentioned that my coloring advice differs from the drawing because in the drawing, I want to convey fur, so instead of evenly applying in one direction, I apply rather heavily in fan-like shapes and with short strokes so as to portray layers of hair. And that's about all I have to say about that. I find it refreshing that with the help of commenters, I don't run out of things to really say, and I hope this video helped you out. Anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. That about finishes the drawing. I hope you liked it. If you did, consider leaving a like, sharing it around, and sticking around by subscribing. But only do so if you feel so inclined. More videos you can watch should be on display now, and that about does it. I'll see you all next week. Be safe and stay original.